Hello. We have made it to the commission episode where I finally explain the commission. Because prior to this, it's just been two full warm up pages, which definitely, totally, wink wink, wasn't an excuse for me to just draw because I like to draw. But, anyways, yeah. Here's the story of the commission. I posted this picture. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Posted this picture that I drew at a friend's restaurant. Shout out to Bevico in Southbury. You'll see it in the photograph. But I drew this picture in the checkbook, took a picture of it, posted it, and I was not expecting any engagement from this. I usually get very little engagement on Instagram anyways, but somebody that followed me swiped up and was like, "I love your style. Can you design a tattoo for me?" And I was like, "What? No way, right?" Because this is the first time that an individual has come to me, and it was like, "Oh, I want your design on my body potentially, right?" That's a big thing because I'm not a tattoo guy, so it's hard for me to understand how somebody would want something on their body permanently like that, or I guess semi-permanently. But I was flattered nonetheless, right? Because you want my design on your body? That's crazy. Anyways, client texted me this, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, why not? Let's do it. Just what do you want, right?" They go, "Oh, just anything that's in your style." I'm like, "Okay, I could work with that. That's everything an artist can ask for: full creative freedom, for commission. Like, why wouldn't I say yes?" So I say yes, and then when I get to it, I start with something a little bit different because at first it was I tried to just straight up do the commission, but then after a little bit of failure, I realized that's not how I work. So this was the original design that I came up with. I showed the client, they were like, "Nah, that's not gonna work. I need something a little bit more your style, because that's not your style." And I agree. It was me trying to do something that wasn't really me. So it's whatever. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break for a day or two, and when I come back to it after I sit on it and think about it, because sometimes you have to sleep on things. So I give it like a day or two, come back to it, start the warm up pages, and I'm not really getting anywhere. I'm kind of just having too much fun drawing whatever I want to draw. So I reach out to the client. I'm like, "Do you have anything that could maybe draw creativity, draw an idea, um, anything I can derive uh, a specific idea from?" And client sends me Mac Miller. Now, my initial thought was, "Oh, not Mac Miller," because I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I never listened to Mac Miller. I just know that he's popular, and for me, something that's popular is immediately not gonna be my style. That's just how I work for some reason. But I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself. Let me give him a chance. Let me listen. Right? Client sends me 3 Mac Miller songs. I think it's one of them is Remember. Um, I one of them is like Memory, something like that. I forget the names of the songs. But I listen to the songs and immediately I understand what they want, the type of vibe that they want me to uh, put into my style. And then I'm in contact with them a few days or whatever, and they're like, "Okay, actually take these lyrics and draw these lyrics." So they sent me a few lyrics, and I remember 2 of them is "Don't question your strength. It's cool to cry. Don't question your strength." Another one is "Tears all dried in." And so those are the 2 biggest lyrics that I was going off of on this page. After the 2 warm-up pages and after talking with client and all that, then we get to lyrics and me drawing said lyrics. So you see me drawing a bunch of guys' faces who are like crying in complete distraught in what I think is my style, similar to the post that the client swiped up on, because I knew that's what they were looking for. So I'm drawing these things that I think is what needs to happen, And then I show my trusted advisor, my mom, and she's like, why are you drawing guys? You know? Why don't you draw maybe girls too? Why don't you draw like something more? Why does it even have to be a person? Maybe it could be a heart. And then I start drawing hearts that are crying. And in the end, I send sketches to the client. I'm like, what do you think about the hearts crying with the biceps and, you know, the thumbs up? And they're like, yeah, this is what I was looking for. So I think the lesson here is have an advisor, because without my advisor, I would have never made hearts, and the commission would have taken longer than it should have. I believe. I firmly believe. But yeah, that's the story of the commission, and that was a pretty exciting time. It's always exciting when you get a commission. That's like my third commission, or no, fourth. No, third. Fourth, because I had one for a restaurant. That was my very first commission ever. That was at Bevico. I have art at Bevico near the bathroom. It's really nice actually, even though it's by the bathroom. Then my second commission was at a restaurant also in the same town, called Monty's. The restaurant was called Monty's. Is called Monty's. It's a football piece. I'll make an episode about that one too. But it's for like a sports bar and grill. And then this was my third one. And then I had a fourth one that was booked, but I don't know if that was happening. So yeah, third commission, very exciting. New skills being developed as well, because I had never drawn from lyrics before. So that was a very new thing. It's a good testament to your skill, and it's good practice as well, because if you're trying to develop as an artist, you got to draw things that you don't really want to draw all the time, or that you haven't drawn before. And you can always do it in your style, of course, because that's what the client had asked me for. That's the reason they asked me. But you still have to be able to draw something that you're not really familiar with. Like, look at these thumbs up that I'm drawing here. Again, what was it? 2 episodes ago we were talking about hands. I guess they're better here, but you can never be too good at drawing hands. And that's a truism, a fact, and something that I think we all live by as artists. Now, we move on to the coloring portion, and I realize coloring is very therapeutic for me. I don't think I'm really a coloring kind of guy. Like, if I was ever hired to make a comic book, I think my job would be illustrations, not colors, because I'm not a coloring kind of guy. But regardless of the skill with coloring, I do like to see it come to life, and I think color adds a layer that no drawing can ever reach. It's like a skeleton with meat, is what I imagine color and drawings to be. But after I color this one, I actually take it to the digital realm, and I make it look really nice, because I had to take the drawings that the client wanted, like the specific hearts that they circled when I sent them the picture of the sketchbook. I took those ones and I cleaned them up so that if they're really going to get them tattooed, the tattoo artist can just have an easy time, following the lines, print it out and be done. And then again, I think I got carried away being an artist, and I just finalized all the hearts that I put on the page. So I'll put that on the screen too. But I think I got to learn how to shade with marker. I did a little bit. You'll see it in the next episode how I start kind of doing that. But if I learn how to shade with markers or with paint, then I don't think I'll ever need to touch digital again, unless I'm trying to upload a file, because that's really the last thing that I'm struggling with. Shading took a long time for me to get down pat, and I don't even think I have it down pat still, because I usually do light from the top down, so that it's it's like basic lighting. That's usually where most of your lighting comes from, I think, in most situations, right? Most light is on the ceiling, but recently I've been trying to do light from the bottom up, and it makes things look really epic, but it also is a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I keep doing it. But anyways, you see me coloring these guys weird in different colors, and it's because I'm experimenting with the markers, because I'm not too sure what kind of colors they'll come out as. So that's why you see me color this guy green, and then immediately I see this color green and I say, I know exactly what type of green this is. And yeah, then you see where we go with this. And I kind of just become obsessed with it because 1, it's kind of nasty, 2, it's kind of cool, and 3, it looks better than the deep dark blue that the other tears are, because tears are never deep dark blue. Like, at least you could have green goo come from your eye, but you could never have that deep dark of a blue come from your eye. I'd be more worried if that blue came from my eye than that green came from my eye, because at least I know why that green came from my eye. And that was bars. That was bars right there. Regardless, we actually get to a kind of a nice color. And this is reminiscent of last episode's skin tone, where I colored those McDonald's drive-thru employees. I do kind of the same thing here. You can see the resemblance. But I just give him green mucus too, because that's what he needed. It looked like that's the type of state that he was in at that moment. So naturally, one has to think of the lower implications if he is in fact the drive-thru employee, or if he's a trainee. What kind of training do they give their applicants that they are crying mucus? Because mucus is also reminiscent or a symptom of, what is that, CCS gas or something crazy like that makes you all, the Marines, they do it for Marine training where it makes all the mucus come out. So, you know, that would be kind of crazy lore if you think about it. But anyways, that's the end of this video, or end of me talking. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
And it rains, it rains, it rains. Surrounded by burgundy walls, while I be irking these hits, it hurts me. No calls from the church or the kids. So firstly, let's get in order with this. Went from being so close to me, now we only speak at events. Got no time for me or your old friends. We low down, I was your boy, it make no sense. But this attitude, it makes no sense for gain. Maybe I search for something I can't attain. Pain, how I've been feeling these days. I valued us, but you just didn't the same. And I can't wait for her to see me. Told her I would make it to the stage or the TV. You flip to a page and you see me. I wrote this all down in the evening. Father said focus on now. That's when you start to see things. My life a magnum opus, but really this a team thing. Never could have gotten this loud without his teachings. I can't wait for the call. Through the telephone, I let you know whose fault it was that it fell all through the floor. I lost you plus more how. Suddenly new stuff poured down in groups of 4 counts. Kept an eye on who was more around so much that the only thing that's clear is that my view is sore now. I go outside and it rains, it rains, it rains. Don't come just to ask me how I've been since last week. I know now, better to pass peace than to actually lay down the notes down and quote the sound. Why you acting all friendly all of a sudden? Back then to you, I know I wasn't really nothing. I know now how it feels. Let me tell you, let me be real. You done got what you deserve. See, coming back, you got some nerve. Leave, now dash quick like you did in the past. It's anything you can offer me, I have no need, or already I have it. Lost a chance, that's past tense. In front of you, I'm laughing. Popped up out of the blue like hat trick or magic. Now what's changed? My habits, that's the only thing that happened. Now she wanna be all up in my habitat, kid. And it rains.